Morning students, today we are going to discuss one problem in power spectrum. Look at the problem. The cross power spectrum of the random process x of t and y of t is given by x of xy of omega is equal to a plus ib omega, where omega is smaller than omega is less than 1, so 0 otherwise. So you have to calculate, find cross correlation function. My question is, you have to find cross correlation function. So given power spectrum is xy of omega. So cross correlation means the notation is rxy of tau. So what is the formula for rxy of tau? It is given by rxy of tau is equal to, it is nothing but Fourier transform of power spectrum. So minus into plus infinity xy of omega into e power I omega tau into d omega. So this is the formal definition of cross correlation function. Now I am going to replace the limits and xy of omega. So what is the value of e power I omega tau? So it is given by exponential in terms of trigonometry. What is the formula? So cos omega tau plus I sin omega tau. Now I am going to replace all. So 1 by 2 pi. So modulus of omega less than 1 means the limit varies from minus 1 to plus 1. So what is this? Xy of omega? So a plus ib omega. So this can be plus cos omega tau plus I sin omega tau into d omega. First I am going to use the brackets. So 1 by 2 pi minus 1 to 1. So a into cos omega tau plus I into a sin omega tau plus I into b omega cos omega tau plus I square into b omega sin omega tau into d omega. So what is I square value? Minus 1. So you have to split real and imaginary part. So minus 1 to 1. So this is the real part. So this I square is replaced by minus 1. Therefore a into cos omega tau and last term minus b omega sin omega tau. This is my real part. Next coefficient of I, that is your imaginary part. This is a sin omega tau plus b sin cos omega tau into d omega. So 1 by 2 pi. So this term is even. So this is odd term. So in the interval minus 1 to 1. So odd term get cancelled. The answer is 0. So the even term that can be written as 2 times the given limit is minus 1 to 1. So it can be written as 0 to 1. A into cos omega tau minus b omega sin omega tau into d omega. This term is second term is 0. Then 2 will get cancelled. So integrate this one. 1 by pi. First interval is 0 to 1. A into cos omega tau into d omega. And what is the second term? Minus 0 to 1 b omega sin omega tau into d omega. So what is the actual integral? So this here a is constant. Integral of cos is nothing but sin. So first term 1 by 2 pi. So a is a constant. Take outside. So integral of cos is nothing but sin omega tau. Sin omega tau. This integral is with respect to omega. Therefore tau limit varies from 0 to 1. So here b is a constant. So here, so how will you integrate this one? Omega into sin omega tau. So this is Bernoulli formula. So uv, so uv value is omega. So sin tau is cos omega tau by tau. This is minus 1 into sin omega tau by tau. and substitute the limit. So what is the limit? 0 to 1. 0 to 1. So this is nothing but 1 by pi a into. So replace omega by 1. So sin tau by tau. So lower limit sin 0 value 0. So this is j into. So 1 and minus into minus plus. So this is minus 1 into cos tau by tau. So lower limit is 0. So here upper limit is minus sin tau by tau. So this is your answer. Hope you understand. Thank you, students.